Roethlisberger's leadership has been questioned a lot recently, but JuJu Smith-Schuster posted this picture with the caption, "I was so blessed to enter the league and play with a Hall of Fame quarterback as a 20-year-old. Ben has taught me so much. He's a true leader. I can't wait to rock with my guy this season." Well, former Steeler and current Raider Antonio Brown appeared to respond to that, tweeting, "Do not listen to any NFL player who hasn't gotten paid yet. They will do and say anything to make sure they're going to get paid, even if it's compromising integrity or anything." Sad, but true. Shannon, do you agree with AB?
Skip, AB is partially right. I get what AB is saying, Skip. JuJu might sincerely believe that Ben is a great leader. He might honestly believe that. But AB is looking at it, if you look at the wording, it's almost like JuJu went out of his way to heap praise on Big Ben as a shot at AB constantly taking shots at Big Ben. JuJu's like, wait a minute, bro. I got to play with this guy. You in Oakland. Why are you still talking about what may or may not have happened in Pittsburgh? You got your money. You got money last year, and you got some more money. Why not just let us be over here?
Yep.
AB is looking at it like, bro, I took you under my wing, tried to show you the ropes, how to do things. JuJu said, yeah, you did. You showed me how not to do it. So I want to do it my way.
Yep.
I believe JuJu believes that Ben is a great leader. But AB is saying, I thought you and I was boys. I would rather you not say anything and just stay out of it and just let me continue to take my shots from a distance at the organization and Ben and maybe whomever else I choose to. But JuJu came to Ben's defense, because if you look at that, Skip, come on, dude. I mean, you look at this. Ben is such a great, I mean, it's like, that is so like, it's like, well, you shut up, AB. My guy, I'm going to rock with my guy. I don't care what you say. Ben is my guy. Yeah, I'm trying to get paid too while are you talking about it? So I don't really have a problem with JuJu sticking up with his guy, Skip. It reminds me of a situation in 1992. They fired Dan Reeves. And what you want me to say? That John was the reason why they fired him? And then we play him in the Super Bowl, in the second Super Bowl. I say, guys, if you, look, I play with this guy. Dan Reeves drafted me. If you want me to say something bad about either guy, y'all might as well just go head on. I know I do a lot of talking, but I can't say anything bad about Dan, even though he's not my coach anymore. He drafted me. He gave me a shot. What you want to say about John Elway, the guy that throws me the ball? That's a reason why, a lot of reason who I am as a player is because of him. And you want me to, nah, I'm not going to do that. You just say, AB, what you want me to do? Do you really want me to say, oh, Ben's terrible? I mean, you know, we agreed that night before the anthem protest, Skip, that we agreed during the play of the national anthem, we're going to stand in the tunnel. And then Ben said, no, I want to go outside. Does he really want JuJu to say that? I believe he does. But JuJu says, nah, I'm going to rock with my Steelers. I'm here. You're there. Leave us alone.
My takeaway from this is I know John Gruden pretty well. And I'm here to tell you, educated guess, John Gruden does not like this. I would not be surprised if John Gruden gives a call today to one Antonio Brown just to say, huh?
Mr. Big Chest.
Mr. Big Chest. I don't think John's going to call him Mr. Big Chest. Probably not. I don't even think he'll call him AB. But he'll say, hey, let's think about something here. You know what? You're a Raider now.
Yeah.
Maybe you should focus full-time on just being a Raider.
Right.
Because John Gruden doesn't love this kind of thing to the point, you remember what happened. He had one good year with Keyshawn Johnson, and then it fell completely apart. And John Gruden is hard to play for. And right now they're in their honeymoon period because they stole AB from Pittsburgh. And he got out and he got paid. They gave him his money. Well, now John Gruden wants 100% AB committed to silver and black, right?
Yeah.
And he seems like he left his heart in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. That's how it feels to me. And I predicted the first day when we talked about AB and Le'Veon, sooner than later, they're going to miss being Steelers in Pittsburgh because it's a really cool thing. It's a great thing. It has a great tradition.
And it's different, Skip. It's different. You've been a place for 7, 8, 9, almost a decade. and you go to a different situation. You got to, it's basically, you start all over again.
Okay, and there's just a lot to miss when you go to the Jets from Pittsburgh, or you even go to Oakland. Oakland's got some tradition, but it's now ancient tradition.
Correct.
While Pittsburgh just keeps on keeping on. They're a cornerstone franchise, and they're a factor every year, and they're going to miss it if they're not a factor next year. And I can tell you this, the Steelers are going to be a lot better than the Oakland Raiders are going to be next year, and they got a lot of work to do in Oakland. Huh?
They'd be better than the Jets?
I think they're going to be a lot better than
Well, they ain't going to like that.
Yeah, okay. So he's basically, Antonio, he's calling JuJu a liar.
Yes.
He's calling him a sellout.
Right.
And boy, that's the sourest of grapes. That's the lowest of blows to me.
He said compromise his integrity. You will compromise our friendship, me and you, to support him.
And then the latest post from AB was on Instagram, and it's the picture that he posted of JuJu kind of hugging him.
Yeah.
And you can see JuJu's face, and Antonio, you can see the name on his back. And the caption is, you know what we talked about? Never let them fool you and keep playing the game. You know what we talked about. So he's actually trying to divulge private conversations that he's basically indicating that just man to man, ear to ear, right? That he was saying something else about Big Ben. Well, I don't know if that's true or not.
No, he was saying, hey, look, you know how to play the game. You be the good soldier. You say, oh, I love playing with Ben. I love playing for the Steelers.
But he's saying, you know what we talked about, meaning maybe they talked about something that he hasn't said publicly.
Feels like that.
Well, I don't know about that because the team last year voted JuJu the MVP.
Rubbed him. Rubbed Antonio some kind of the wrong way.
And JuJu made the Pro Bowl last year, so he was living up. You know what? JuJu Smith-Schuster is going to get paid on his performance.
Yes.
Again, does he need to say the right things? He might believe these things.
Yes.
He probably does believe that Ben's a true leader,
absolutely.
Right? And he said that Ben took him under his wing when he was 20 years of age, coming out of USC.
AB said, hold on, wait a minute. You was in my meeting room every day. You was in the locker room. We share a meeting room. We go on the field together and we huddle up and we're talking on the sideline. And now you gonna talk about Ben took you up under his wing? Really? So AB's like, this is a Benedict Arnold situation here. AB, it's okay if JuJu feels that Ben is a great leader and you do not. It's okay that you talked your way, you wanted out. You felt disrespected. You wanted more guaranteed money because the crux of this, Skip, was that he wanted more guaranteed money because he would have stayed there and tolerated Ben calling him out publicly if the Steelers would have gave him some more guaranteed money. Let's be all the way 100. But since they were not going to give him any more guaranteed money, he would rather go somewhere. Fine, go ahead. But at what? So you got what you wanted. You wanted to show the world that you're more than Ben Roethlisberger, and you wanted more guaranteed money. So now what else is it that he wants? Why is this still an issue for him? You're in Oakland. You don't have to worry about Ben. You don't have to worry about anybody calling you out except John Gruden, because he will. He will. Because you remember, Skip, he and Keyshawn won the Super Bowl together. And if I'm not mistaken, the year after they won the Super Bowl, what happened, Skip?
Can I read the quote?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes. This is from Keyshawn. I hold on to this because it's going to apply next year at some point. But Keyshawn said after it all ended, when he looked back on what happened between him and Gruden, he said, but it was just something about the way I was being coached, talked to, dealt with. Listen, John Gruden is a tyrant on the practice field. He will say anything to anybody. He's got a little bit of Napoleon complex in him. He's a little man with a big voice, and you want to talk about booming? It'll boom. It's that voice is going to boom right in Antonio's face. And he is not going to love it.
And that's the thing.
Because the diva receivers say, "You're talking to me like that?" Really?
Right. And that's the thing. And if AB didn't like the way Ben talked to him, can you? Okay, you go back.
I've heard it. I've watched him coach at practice, and he goes a little over the edge. And it can work.
And that style worked for some. That style works for some. I'm a guy, I couldn't play.
I totally agree.
I couldn't play for that.
Would not have lasted with this.
Players, coaches, you can't talk to me any kind of way. Because I'm always going to leave how I came, Jenny, and that's a man with pride.
Yeah.
Simple as that. So, but Antonio, you're going to find out the grass isn't always greener, because a lot of times people, I'll be riding down the neighborhood and say, man, they got some really green grass. I don't turn my sprinkler system on. So I know why their grass green. They fertilize sprinklers.
Yep.
Antonio, you're going to find out the hard way, bro.
So the last thing I look at Antonio Brown and I say, is it all about social media? Is it possible this is about followers, about clicks, about mentions?
There's a lot of that.
Is it about trying to start a rapper-style beef with JuJu from a distance where they go back and forth all year just to create buzz for both their social media accounts? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe there's something
I'm sure you look at his comments. You right, AB. You right, AB. B&B calling you out. The Steelers did you wrong. Yeah. And that you be gassing him up. And he's still.
Well, you know who he's gassing up, maybe unintentionally?
John Gruden.
No, Roethlisberger.
Oh.
He's gassing them up like he's fueling them.
Big Ben?
Fueling.
Well, you believe he's going to have an MVP type season?
He's going to come back with a vengeance next year, as will JuJu, as will Connor, as all of them.
But guess what?
They've all got a big something to prove next year.
They might need to keep Mike T's job.
They might.
They might need to have the type of season that you believe they're going to have.
I agree. Yep. I think he'll be on one of the hottest seats in pro football next year.
Boy, I don't know. It feels like JuJu, he's got 2 years left, so of course